Well, hello and welcome to this week's Your Manchester. Now, Michelle, you brought us somewhere this week. Where are we?
I have. We're here live at the Mayfield Depot, where we've not got just one, not two, but 101 bee sculptures. They're giant, they're amazing, and we get to see them here first.
And we've not been left out, have we?
No, we haven't, because come with us. Look at this bee. It's the LGBT queen bee, and little us is on it.
There we are. Oh, like I'm touching them. We're not allowed to touch them. How long are they here for?
Well, they're actually, this is the only time that you were going to see them all together in the same space, because after this, they're being sent across Manchester for the Bee in the City Trail, which starts on Monday. So this is a very sneak preview just for us. We're going to be around Manchester for 9 weeks. It's fun.
I am very, very excited, but that's not all we've got in today's show. As well as that, we've also got Lee Petcher from a fabulous Greater Manchester Fringe show called How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse. And we're joined by Salfordian Ashley Cox, all the way from the University of Salford. So it really is going on. There's so many people here today checking out these gorgeous bees, and of course we're joined again by Mr. Tony Cooper, who was one of our episodes earlier on, and he's got a little special plaque on the queen bee.
On the queen bee, on the LGBT.
Not just for Ombar, but you've done it also for our gorgeous Jack as well.
Yeah.
Which is just beautiful. We could explain about Jack, and what did you want to quickly explain? Go on, do a quick explanation.
Jack's my beautiful partner who passed away 3 years ago, so we had to put something on there because, as we all know, we tried to be queen bee on the street.
Well, yeah.
So absolutely, we needed to put it on there.
And what's great about that is that's going to be in Sackville Gardens, so you can see it on the trail. And after the trail finishes, that's actually going to stay in Sackville Gardens because it's a community bee.
Which is where Jack's ashes are.
Oh, perfect.
So it all ties in really nicely.
So there's that many things that I'm guessing people have walking around that people relate to this and that. That's what's special about these bees for me.
We've got so many stories, and like I say, the trail, you can go anywhere. You can go to Heaton Park, you can go to King Street, you can go to Chorlton, and you're going to see bees popping up, and they're so beautiful, aren't they?
They're lovely.
Stunning. And the thing is, because they're community bees, everybody's got a personal connection. You know, we've just chatted about mine, but everybody that's connected to it has got a personal connection to every single bee, which is amazing.
I never thought that I'd feel so importantised, is the word I'm using now, by a bee.
No, exactly, and it is synonymous with Manchester, isn't it? This is a work of bee, and this is what Manchester is all about. It's our symbol, and it's great that we actually are going to be owning it with this being the City Trail, so I love it.
That's excellent. So we're now here joined by Mr. Carl Austin, the former Lord Mayor of Manchester and the creator of this particularly fantastic LGBTQ plus the bee. It's absolutely fantastic. First of all, what's the importance of these bees to you?
Oh, I mean, it's amazing the fact that we've managed to come up with a bee that represents our community. There's going to be over 100 bees going across the city, as you know. And you'll remember from episode 3, I think, of the show, when we came in and spoke about this, and at the time it was just an idea. I was still starting through the crowdfunding, because basically we had to raise about 8 grand to make this happen.
Wow.
And within about 3 or 4 weeks it happened. We did a little bit of competition for people to come forward to put their designs together, and both Christian and Ben Sedman sort of came up with the design. I loved the design, the other people that had put the main sponsorship in the design loved their design. We wanted to make it a little bit different, we wanted it to be glitter, we wanted it to be sparkling, we wanted to be inclusive of our community, and that's what they've delivered.
It's brilliant. And what was the idea behind this bee?
It's to be as gay as possible.
Gay as possible. It certainly is, isn't it? Eh?
But it has so much meaning, and what I think for me personally, and also for the community, is the fact that there's over 50 people that are a part of this bee. If not, you know, there's even more, because there's businesses that are involved that employ a lot of people. So even though we've got like 50 names around there, you're probably looking at about 500 or 600 people that have actually got a connection within the heart of Manchester's Gay Village, within the community, especially having the pride flag that means so much to so many people. On the back of it, we've got the equality, diversity, inclusivity, and love is love, as well as all the other flags that represent the LGBTQI spectrum within the whole of our community.
how do you survive a zombie apocalypse? Here's two people to tell us exactly how. We've got the lovely Tobias Christopher.
Yes, and we've got the lovely Lee Petchy, and they're joining us in between all these gorgeous bees.
Yes. Now what is this then? It seems a strange thing to talk about when we're surrounded by so much life. To talk about zombiness.
There's no actual zombies in the play. The zombies are just a metaphor for life, certain life experiences that you go through that you have to conquer and overcome just in order to move on.
Ah, so it's metaphorical.
Metaphorical zombies.
And are you starring in this then, Lee? Are you in it yourself?
I'm starring in it, and so is my good friend Toby over there.
Tobias.
Tobias.
Tobias. Yes, now tell me who you play then.
I play Phil Middleton, middle-aged school teacher who meets the young man Mark. Through a series of events, they build up an unlikely friendship. Let's just say that. And the zombie apocalypse theme runs throughout the whole play, and as Lee's correctly told you, it's a metaphor for how people deal with the trials and tribulations of the journey of life. And it's about the journey rather than the destination.
Oh, I like that.
I knew you'd like that.
Like the journey of the bees.
I know, I absolutely really do like it. And so did you come up with this then, Lee? Have you wrote this?
I've not. It's a good friend of mine called Jonathan Hall, here, a writer from Bradford, and he's written quite a few plays. He's won a lot of Edinburgh Fringe Awards, plays and stuff like that. And we got chatting one day, and I'd read his play, How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, and just absolutely fell in love with it. And I said to him there and then, I need to put it on. He was like, here's the script, do what you want with it. So I set up my own theatre company along with Jonathan. We recruited Toby in, and the rest, as you say, is history.
I love the way he just says, oh, I just set up my own theatre.
Yeah, just like that.
That's a really big
easy.
deal. That's fantastic.
So what do we expect for people to come and see when they come and watch this then?
It's a wonderful story, it's well written, and it actually gives people, I mean, people can take away what they want from it, but for me, what I would be taking away from it is how we deal with life, because life is very difficult, and it's what you do with them, how you negotiate those, and it's how these two people negotiate their own respective problems through life.
I'm really keen on this.
Yeah, well, where's it on?
It's on at the King's Arms in Salford.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, the 19th and 20th at 7 o'clock, and Saturday at 2:30.
No, 2 o'clock.
Is it 2 o'clock now?
2 o'clock.
Thank you. How to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Well, we are here with an icon, and I'm not talking about Belinda.
Yay.
I'm talking about Hilda Bugden B, based on the lovely Hilda Ogden from Coronation Street. It's going to be at King Street from Monday, but it's here with us now.
It's fantastic, and I know one person that's sadly stuck in the studio would absolutely love this.
Could it be Hayley? Is this one of her mates?
It's probably one of her best friends, yeah. Let's hand over to her and see what she's got to say. She brings us this week's Soap Gossip.
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to Soap Corner. Now it's going to be short and sweet this week because I'm actually treading the boards in Manchester, and I'm soon off to the theatre because I'm appearing in Up the Bunting. Now, so we're going to kick off with EastEnders this time, and it's actually been revealed that Bonnie Langford will be leaving the show after 4 years. That storyline's going to air at the end of this year, but we've been promised much, much more drama before she does go. Now over to Oaks, and Diane and Tony are facing a devastating decision. They are told that Dee Dee must undergo possible fatal treatment, but they decide the treatment is far too risky. On Friday, though, Zach struggles to hide his true feelings for Holly. Will he confess? Watch and see. Now that's it from me. Next week I've got my actor friend Louise Wilson on the show with me, and she'll be chatting Coronation Street and other gossip. Bye.
So where have you brought us now then?
Well, I'm just looking at this map, and I thought I'd bring you to this bee that I'm slightly attached to.
And for what reason?
Well, my other partner in crime,
Yes.
Mr. Eagleton.
Oh, the hubby?
Yes, has created Haspienda, this lovely bee.
This
that
is
you've
his
got
work?
here. This is his work, yes.
How
Absolutely.
fantastic. And you've got all the icons of music from Manchester here.
You've got Bears, you've got Manchester, so a bit of a Happy Mondays kind of thing going on. And, well, you're our Mrs. Manchester, but look at Mr. Manchester down there, the lovely Tony Wilson.
And the best part about this is this lovely wing, because this really sums up exactly what Manchester is all about. And on the 6th day, God granted Manchester.
You're Manchester.
You're Manchester. It's fabulous, but you've had a busy week, haven't you?
Oh, do you know I have? And talking about bees and fame and everything, and these bees are going to be famous, well, I donned my leg warmers, my fierce headband, and on the went and interviewed the cast.
Who did you interview?
Oh, that'll be telling, you'll have to watch this.
All right, let's have a watch of it.
This is very exciting. Georgie, look at me. Tell me what you think.
This is exciting.
I am so impressed.
You haven't seen the best of me yet.
No,
give me a chance. I'll make you forget all the rest that you've interviewed you before.
Are you auditioning? Am I casting you now?
Do you know what? I would love to be in Fame. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Were you before you got the chance to star in this musical?
So it was before my time. So
how are you making me feel really old?
I've never really saw like the series and sort of thing, but I watched the film obviously for research, and there's a lot of varied, different types of films in there. Yeah. Whereas what we're doing is a full-on, deep, dark, nitty-gritty 80s, the full 80s.
Yeah, I love that though, because that's what it was all about. It was the 80s. There is kind of like a bit of a darkness to the story as well.
It's dark.
Lots of things going on, but you're playing Iris now. She's a little bit prim and proper, isn't she? She's a ballerina queen.
So she is like a bit stressy, she's a bit up herself. So when she like comes in and she's like snooty and looks at everyone and sort of thing, and falls in love with Tyrone Jackson.
Oh, Tyrone's my favourite.
Oh my god, he's gorgeous. You just wait. So, I mean, that's not hard to act with, so that's easy. But then she also, there's this sort of racial thing about how a white girl and a black boy back in the day would never have been seen together, or that would have never have happened. And so there's a big moment of how he expresses about how hard it is in his day-to-day life of becoming a dancer and all this kind of stuff. And Iris Kelly, she doesn't understand it, she just thinks, stop being an idiot. No.
Yeah, life is easy.
Yeah, so there's really deep issues like that sort of thing that still are around today, which is super sad, isn't it? But it deals with a lot of things like that, and that is sort of our journey together, which just ends up in the most gorgeous Canada. Like, we have been dancing so many little routines together, and it gets better and better every time.
Fabulous, because you trained as a ballet dancer, didn't you? So this is taking you back to your roots, and how's that been?
Well, first, because I'm 30, I was like paralysed from the neck down when I woke up the next day after the audition. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. But I think it sort of comes back, and you know, your muscles come back, and it's like muscle memory, like sort of things like that. And I think when you've always been a dancer, I don't know, I think you can...
You snap back into it.
Yeah.
Show me a first step. Is it this? Or is that a padded...
That's first position.
First position?
Yeah.
Is that second?
No.
Oh god. I did tap.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought I taught you.
See, we go way back, we do. But this is your first time doing something on stage, is it not?
Well, this is my first musical theatre stage debut. So this for me is like, I don't know, it's next level. I can't, like, I'm so excited. And it's Manchester, like, like my own.
What's it going to be like when you get out there on that first night?
Well, all the mates are there. Like, they've already told me, they've already booked. I'm like, what? No, I've not given you any free tickets. So they've all sneakily done that. So I think, as well, when I went on tour with Dancing on Ice, Manchester was the loudest crowd. So that's what I'm hoping for, is like a loud...
Oh, yeah. You can guarantee it was Mancunians. Yes. We are the best theatre audience you will ever get.
Yeah, I mean, you'll laugh, you'll all cry out loud. That's what I'm hoping for, like a response.
Brilliant. And will we get to see you on the yellow taxi? Do you get the chance to be on that taxi? Because I know is it Carmen who sings that song? Yeah,
so we've not done the actual stage yet. So this is this week. So what we've been doing is like in rehearsals, in a rehearsal room like this. So you're basically up to date in the rehearsal room right now. So we are going to see all the props and things and then put that in. So I think we'll find out.
This is going to be brilliant. I'm so excited. But before I let you go, I know you are a huge Love Island fan. Yes.
Of course.
It's coming to an end. I don't know what we're going to do.
No, I've been in a relationship with every single one of those couples. They don't know about it, obviously. I've missed all my friends.
Adam,
I don't speak
terrible.
To them. Adam, still fit though.
Yeah, still fit.
Just don't get
Wouldn't
with him.
say no.
Yeah, but yeah, you'd want to be the one to say no.
Exactly. Megan.
Gorgeous, but...
She's not a girl's girl.
She's not.
No.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Who's going to win?
Danny and Jack, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah. I like New Jack though.
Oh, it's all right.
Laura's, no. Laura?
No, Danny and Jack.
Danny and Jack.
Anyway, tell us, when can we catch you in Fame before we go?
So it opens on the 20th of July and it's there till the 28th.
Yay.
So is that like a week?
It is.
One day over.
Oh, amazing. Well, we will be there, so go see it. Remember my name?
Remember your name?
What's my name?
Michelle.
God.
So this is Ruby.
Oh, it is.
Ruby sponsored by Nando's.
I am loving this. this because we are getting this sneak preview. Obviously the trail starts on Monday for 9 weeks in Manchester, and it's not just a paper map that takes you around the trail.
Oh, what else is there?
You can actually download an app if you're a bit tech savvy. Are you a bit tech savvy?
I tried to be.
Yeah, so you can download it, collect the bees, and then actually there's some rewards as well on the way.
Oh, is there?
Like a bit of a reward.
So we're going from Ruby to Bebop or Raver Bee because we're now joined by Salford University. And of course, our very gorgeous Ash, who many of you might recognise from a previous incarnation that we did called Being Belinda, and she's joined by the very gorgeous Marion Ingrid Hillcoat. Now that's a name, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit of a mouthful, but yeah, you're here for a reason. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So there are a group of students, first, second, third years and graduates, who are all going to Edinburgh to perform a comedy show.
To the Edinburgh Fringe
Edinburgh
Festival.
Fringe Festival.
One lady that's here now has been observing me for a good few years.
Oh, poor you.
At one point she was my assistant, and she's just gone from strength to strength to strength to strength, and she's now at Salford Uni, aren't you? And how did you pick the cast to take to Edinburgh?
So we did an audition day. And I was really, really chuffed actually, because we did an audition day, and obviously comedy it seems to be quite a predominantly male industry. So we did an audition day, and there were so many female comedians that came.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I think it's really hard to do something like this because it would put the fear of God up me about doing stand-up.
And most.
Exactly. Do you know when you think to yourself, what if you're corpse? What do you do?
The audition that I did for you was the first time I'd ever done any stand-up.
Really?
I hadn't rehearsed or anything, I just went and gave it a go.
What made you want to get into it then?
Because I've always wanted to do comedy, and at the Edinburgh Fringe as well I've visited a few times and loved the comedy, and sort of went with hope of doing like a sketch, so I'm a character, but then he seemed to really like my audition, so we just went with stand-up.
So anyone can come along, and from watching it today with everyone's bits put together, there is literally a bit of comedy for everyone.
And it's a great platform because lots of people start off at the Edinburgh Festival and they go on to these amazing careers. So you never know what is going to happen.
Exactly.
And Salford Uni seems to be turning into a very creative hub, doesn't it?
I think it's the place to be if you want to be a comedian.
Amazing.
Like, so many amazing comedians have come from Salford Uni.
Longest running comedy course.
And me, I came from Salford. That's why I'm so comedic.
Did you?
You're Salford alumni?
I certainly
Come to Edinburgh, you can do a guest spot with us.
Oh God, you only have to look at my face, you'll start laughing.
I'm from Wigan.
Yeah, no.
I had a Wigan address, and now I've made a living in a Wigan address.
Yay.
Well, I've found one.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So we're Salford Uni Comedy.
#SalFunny.
You can follow us on Twitter
and Instagram
at SalFunny.